those who are watching, I know that there's some that are watching on the Bible and Health Learning Center channel on YouTube, but he is going to just spend the next few brief moments just to once again to answer, well, first of all, to just lay some details out before everyone, and then also to maybe answer a few questions that any of you might have.
All right, first let's test and make sure that our audio is clear for everyone. All right, great. So I'm just going to assume that it may be someone who does not know me. So I'm not going to speak as though you do know me. I know some of you do, but I'll just share some information as though there may be someone who is not familiar with me. First of all, I want to introduce myself. First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to my good friend, Kevin Howard, who's opened up this opportunity for me to share some exciting things that we're doing. I want to give you a little background about myself, where I've come from, where I am, and where I'm going, and what I'm looking to share with you. My name is Dr. Anthony Corns. I'm a doctor of traditional naturopathy. I own and operate an alternative medicine practice a consulting practice in Chicago and in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm from Chicago, but in Huntsville, Alabama, the Valier Alternative Health Center. I also own and operate a botanical formula company, the Dr. Corns Botanical Formula. We have launched a school entitled the Valier Alternative Health School of Lifestyle Medicine, and we are offering a certified applied lifestyle medicine course. And it is designed to aid you and not only educate you so you can take care of yourself, but also educate you so you can meet the needs of humanity. What is happening right now is that there is a shift of individuals who are looking for natural ways to address their health conditions. And they're looking for qualified people to walk them through that process. We have designed a course that will not only qualify you and train you and fit you to understand how to care for yourself, but fit you as give you the professional training that can allow you to transition into opening your own natural health and wellness consulting practice. We've also designed it in such a way that you not only meet the physical health wellness need, but you also meet the spiritual, the emotional and the mental, and also the temporal. So all of those needs need to be met. For one, the first three is designed to help people to be made whole. So when we talk about health and wellness, we want to be able to give a model that is going to meet the health need of our community and our world. But at the same time, how do I do this in such a way for some of you who would like to enter into this field? How do I actually meet the monetary needs? How can I do this in such a way that I can provide for myself? We've built in a system that is designed to help you in that area as well. So in that particular area, it allows you to be able to benefit from referrals to our program and also benefit from a percentage of the botanical formulas that we utilize in our consulting practice. And we want to be able to give you a seamless transition from a student to a professional. And this is what makes our program very unique from a lot of programs that are out there. There's a lot of good programs out there, but here's the disconnect that I have seen. How do I transition from what I've learned? And how do I transition into providing the skills that I've learned and also be able to make a living in doing so? And that's a big connect with a lot of people. And then having a system that is built in that helps people transition to actually be effective in what they do. There's a lot of people who have signed up for programs. There's a lot of people who have spent dollars in training, et cetera, and they're not doing anything with it. And one of the reasons why, they don't know how. They don't know how to transition. So taking the theories and taking, the methodologies of treatment, et cetera, how do I transition this into actual real life work? How do I actually, get out there? How do I actually reach people? And for those who are like myself, who have a desire of actually doing this work and doing it on a full-time basis, how can I transition seamlessly into that arena? We built all of that into our infrastructure. So it's designed to give you a quality educational framework, but also teach you, as you end the course, a training, how to transition professionally. We have individuals that will be teaching you about the legalities. We have individuals that are going to be teaching you about the formulation and structuring of your business, and individuals who are going to be teaching you in the area of marketing. How do you set up your website? How do you, my business cards, how do I market? Various things like that. We have all of that built in where there is no guesswork. We built it all into the system, and it's designed, as I mentioned, for you to seamlessly transition from a student into a professional in the field of health and wellness. So as I mentioned before, there is a great need. There are people who are in tremendous need of individuals who can help them, all right? And then we also recognize that there are individuals like yourself who have a desire to help, but you also have a need of taking care of your family and taking care of your expenses. So with that being said, there needs to be a system that's going to help you to meet the needs of humanity without having to have so much worry or thought about the financial aspects of things. So we built in a system that can help you monetize as you work to reach the needs of humanity. And we're really excited about it, and we want to be able to introduce it to you and also be able to help you become a part of it, as well as help you transition into a professional field as a certified health and wellness consultant. I have a very special guest with me, my son, who is going to kind of cover with you some of the technical aspects of it. So the type of program that we're offering you is going to be web-based. So no matter where you are, you'll be able to access your curriculum. You will be able to take your tests and everything within the infrastructure that we've created for you. So what I want to be able to do at this time is to turn it over to Anthony the second, or Junior, and he is the director of the creative director that is also the technical team as it relates to how this program and this school will be functioning. And I'll turn it over to him at this time.
Oh, good evening, everyone. So I'm just going to go over some of the features that he went over, and then also going to dive in and show you exactly what the program is going to look like. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. All right, so one of the classes that we're going to be talking about is the branding and marketing aspect. And that's really important because in order to build an effective business, you have to have a brand and you have to market effectively. So we're going to be talking about basically how to build a successful brand, how to identify a brand, and why building a brand is important. And then we're also going to talk about how to market effectively. We're going to show you exactly how to get on social media, get on Google and places like that, where you can actually take your brand and take your business to the next level. And then we're going to show you what aspects of your business when it comes to your brand that you need to focus on. Some other things, like he mentioned before, we actually have an affiliate program. So you're able to earn a percentage of the course, and you're also able to earn a percentage off of the formulas that we have as well. And then we have what I like to call a roadmap to success. So within our program, we will have where we will build your websites for you, or your business cards, all of these different things where you don't have to outsource and find everything on your own. You're able to just, after a few, after working with us, after a few just identifying your logos, your things like that, after you've build up your LLC and all the business side of it, then we're able to take your brand, help you build it without you having to do it all on your own. It's all within the program. So I'm going to also show you exactly what the course will look like. One second, I will pull my screen up again. Okay. And if you can see, this is the home page of where you would go to sign up for the course. And so the course has two payment options. You can do the full payment, or you can do the monthly options as well. And we are offering I believe it was a 10% discount code for those who want to pay the full price. So as you can see, it shows you the time when the course is going to start. It gives you a program overview. It gives you some bullet points of the goals that you will achieve once you take the course. It shows you the instructors. It goes into the course curriculum and shows you exactly what courses you're going to be taking. And then it goes more in depth into the payment options. So when you when you purchase the course, I'll show you another screen, exactly what it will look like. You'll get an email with all your login information, and then you'll get this particular layout once the course begins. You'll get your welcome to the course, and then all your course material will be on this side here. You'll be able to log in and take each class as they come. And then that you want to talk to them about when the classes will be and all that type of stuff.
Yes. So as of now, our first class is scheduled for next month, starting the 3rd of March. We'll be meeting on a weekly and a bi-weekly basis. So the schedules will be presented and inside of your database. It will form you the schedule for March and also the schedule for April. So when it comes to the schedule and when we'll be meeting, they either be on a monthly or bi-monthly basis. So we'll probably be having, we're planning to have a class at least once or twice a week. And then at least once a month, we have a weekend class, which will be a Sunday. And that class, those classes will be at least 3 classes, an hour and a half minimum each. And that will put us on more of a fast track. So being able to have 3 classes on the weekend will help speed up the time of your learning and the information to finish all of your modules and finish all of your courses. So again, that will be a weekly basis or twice a week, and then once a week, on one weekend out of the month, 3 classes on a Sunday. And all of that will be in your schedule. And I also like to, my son mentioned the instructors. We also will have some other professors that will be teaming up with us and coming and offering some classes. And these will be individuals that will be, some colleagues and friends of mine who are professionals in their field. Some of these are physicians who believe in health and wellness, and they believe in this health work, and they want to be able to offer their services to give us, some of the training, especially when it comes to pathology, understanding diseases, what causes diseases. They'll come in and offer some of the service. We also mentioned we have a CPA that's going to be coming in and sharing with you all the information you need to set things up that we may render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and do it in such a way that is professional and then is also legal and would not cause you any future anxiety not structuring things correctly. You don't have to guess at it. She'll show you exactly how to set things up, and that is part of the package. That's part of the plan. The marketing is part of the plan, and part of the educational structure. So as I mentioned, it's designed to be seamless, that there won't be any guesswork throughout the process. And it's designed to give you all of the infrastructure that you need to be successful in your endeavor, so that your education as a student can transition to actual real life work. So we're not giving you theory. We're not telling you what we think. We're not telling you what we feel. What we're sharing, what I'm sharing with you, what my son is sharing with you, is something that we're actually doing, okay? And we're creating a model that is an empowerment model that's designed to actually empower you to be successful in this area and to be able to transition effectively. And this is what individuals need, because this is not a traditional system. It's not like becoming a medical doctor or a respiratory therapist or various things like that. We're talking, there is a cycle that is coming back to the arena of health and wellness, and we want to be on the cutting edge to meet that need. There's over $360 billion that's being spent in the area of health and wellness. This is people trying to get well. And I've mentioned often, when I go to the health food store, I see people just as lost as they can be, reading labels and not knowing what to do. My phone is inundated with calls, individuals calling out for help. You know, and what we're trying to do is to create individuals who can effectively meet the need of humanity, and at the same time not having to go through the thought processes of how I can do this in such a way that I can care for myself, because you want to be able to do both of them. You want to be able to help humanity and also provide for yourself and your family. How can this be done? We have a model that we're actually using. We want to be able to share it with you and help you transition into the work of humanity and the work of the Lord. Any other insights, son?
No, I think that covered everything.
Covered everything. Yep. Yeah. Now let's open up the door for questions, if there are any questions that we may be able to answer for you.
I have a question. I signed up and I didn't see anywhere to put the code for the discount for full price. So I was wondering, was there something I overlooked or what happened there on the website?
When did you enroll?
Um, Maybe a week ago. I can't remember the date, but after it was mentioned, Kevin mentioned on Morning Manna, I believe you were on there. I know on Wednesday night prayer meeting. Um, I listened to that after the fact. I wasn't on there live. So it was after that, maybe
You
Sabbath evening.
may have enrolled before the code was generated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. So if you just, we have to figure out how we can compensate you for that.
Well, I was going to donate the 10% to health and learning ministry.
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, we can set that discount up for her. Yeah.
She wants to donate it to the Bible Health Training.
Yeah, Bible Health and Learning Center.
All right, we'll make sure that we we forward that to the ministry. Most definitely, not a problem at all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And for those who are, that code is now on the website and you can see it. You can use that code if you decide to enroll.
So when you click on the page and you go ahead and click on get started, there will be a button that says, do you have a code or do you have a coupon? And you click on that and you just put in the code. And to get to that, to find the code, it will be on the very first page. And at the very bottom, it'll show you the 10% discount code. You just copy that and paste that in there.
Here we have another question, Sister Femi.
Good evening. I just want to know what time zone will we be on, or will we be using, in terms of you are in a different time zone, we are in a different time zone, but we signed up for the classes. So I just want to know which time zone will you be on? Okay, when the classes starts.
Great question. Great question. So I am on Central Standard Time. I don't know what standard time are you? Are you Eastern Standard Time?
Pacific.
On the Pacific.
Time. So we're talking a couple of hours behind us. So what we're looking to do is at least schedule the classes where it will take in consideration the time difference. So for example, during the week, those classes will start around 7:30 or 8 o'clock in that time frame, which will be around 6 o'clock for you. Okay. And if there for some reason you're not able to meet that schedule and make the class, that class will be inside of the database. And as you log in, if there are any classes that you missed or any classes you were late for, you're able to go back and review those classes. Okay. So don't think that you're not able to sign up because you won't be able to meet all the classes. If for some reason your schedule, something comes up and you're not able to make that class will be recorded. It will be saved in the system and it will be accessible for your viewing, and all in the privacy of your own home. Okay?
Okay, and how long will it be saved for? How many days will you save it for? 2 days, 3 days?
Well,
do you know?
Yeah, so for those of you who have enrolled, there will be a limit of accessibility to all the classes. So now,
okay.
Yes. So you'll be able to come back and view that for a period of time. Now, when I say a period of time, it's not like it's going to be there for a week. You know, you're going to have access to the site, to the classes for a good duration of time for you to complete your curriculum. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Now, I just wanted to say just a word quickly here, Doctor, if you don't mind.
Right.
You know, I had the opportunity to go online over the past couple of days, and this is information for everyone, because I wanted to look at the price difference between what God is giving to us here and compare it to many other programs that are out there for what we're going and the information that we're going to be receiving and the things that we're going to be going over. And for a 6-month program, and these are at medical missionary institutions that many of you are familiar with. I saw some prices for $2,000. I saw one college, it was for $9,000. I saw another medical missionary school for over $5,000. And as I looked through the curriculum and what they were going to be sharing, it wasn't all of the things that we're going to be getting. It wasn't all the details and the instruction that we're going to be receiving. And so as I looked and went over, because I said, I want to look at as many as possible as I can find, all of them were considerably higher. Some of them were, like I said, 3 to 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, 9,000 dollars. And we're talking about some of these were, we're talking about just for 6 months. Some of them were only 17 days or 10 days of instruction. And so, God is blessing us with a wealth of information and opportunity to be able to take this from the comfort of our home. Like the doctor said, if we missed the class at the time that it was designated and given, we can go back in and look at the class at our own convenience. Maybe we can't get to it until 10 o'clock at night. Well, we can go in and watch the class at 10 o'clock at night and do what we need to do. But the opportunity is there for us to be able to do that. And so, I praise God that things are reasonable, that, we've come to a point in time that, as God's people, we need to do something and not just continue to talk about it, but to be about it, as they say. And so I praise God for giving us this opportunity to do that. So I just wanted to share those things, where people are paying. People are paying to go to all of those schools that I just mentioned. They're gladly, going into debt and going to some of those schools and giving out their money. But God has given us a reasonable way to be able to take care of these things. And so it's not unreasonable, is what I was going to say. That's all I wanted to add to that.
Yeah. And just to, continue in the vein in which you're speaking, what's really, really great about this program, and I say this sincerely, is what we're giving you and sharing with you is what we've experienced. We're not giving just theory. We're giving you the information from real life experience. So as far as the educational structure, as far as the type of methodologies and protocols that have been successful with people, that's all built into all of that. And you're getting this. And it's designed to help you as an investment to actually get a return on your investment. And that means that it's showing you how you can actually monetize from doing this. And that has been a disconnect for many of us who have a desire to help people, but have a difficulty trying to provide for ourselves in that process. And there are some of you who are on this video, on this Zoom, who have gone through, you want to do things to help humanity and help God and do his work, and have gone through some hard times in doing so, because there was not an infrastructure that was really helpful for you in that transition. So when it comes to this particular work, we're giving you an infrastructure that is actually working. We're giving you a model that we're actually using that is not only blessing individuals who we personally had the opportunity to provide aid to, but also to be able to for me personally, to be able to provide for my wife, provide for my family, and take care of the temporal needs that I have. And that's a beautiful thing. And it helps me sleep well at night, especially when it comes to providing even the formulas. We don't cut any corners. We provide a quality product that has helped and aided people. And it's a good thing to be able to offer that to people and know that you're not trying to make merchandise out of individuals. You're actually giving them something that can help them. And that is a quality product. And we want to be able to, to help you, be a part of what we're actually doing. We want to be able to duplicate this work, because there are so many people are in need. And as we even speak, there are more and more individuals who are crying out and looking for resources that can aid in restoring their health from a natural perspective, especially for those who have gone the traditional westernized model and it has failed them, you know, and they're looking for help, and we can meet that need. We want you to be a part of that.
Yes, I'd like to also ask. I'm very interested in the medical missionary work, and been learning it over the years. And one thing that I see is I believe there's such a great need. And my question is the area that I really want to focus in as a medical missionary is helping people that are dealing with mental health issues. And my question to you, are you going to bring someone on who is qualified in that field, that we can look at the not only the physiological aspect of it, but also being able to put together the right type of herbal supplements and to be able to minister to all aspects of mental health. And I think this is something that's greatly needed. And there's so many people that are dealing with mental health issues, depression, and there's just a large line of things that people go through on a mental health level, and to be able to deal with that, to deal with their spiritual, their mental health, and their physical, because a lot of times you probably have had the experience that people are dealing with mental issues that have affected their physical health and well-being. And so as we can learn and transition to that area, we have to first, when you say reason from cause to effect, what are the issues psychologically that have brought about the physical ailments that are in the body, that the body has taken on. These things have come in because of what has happened as far as on the psychological level. So is that an area that also would be addressed, is my question to you.
Yes, when we cover the pathology aspect of it, we'll deal with neurological, mental health. So when you look, most of the time we take that and put that into a separate category. But having mental health issues is no different than having endocrine issues, having issues with diabetes or hypertension, circulatory, digestive. We're talking issues that may affect the chemical balance in our brain and the neurological dysfunctions in our brain. So I've personally seen some tremendous turnarounds just in people implementing a complete lifestyle program and a herbal and supplemental therapies to help build up their mental health. So to answer your question, we will enter in those fields. We will exhaust those fields, no, but we will give you enough information to make a dynamic impact in that area. All right, is there any other questions? All right, I see a hand.
Is that Sister Finney? Did you have another question? Okay.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know, does the course also on the section of marketing, do they also cover sales, how to be a sales representative, for someone who doesn't have any background in sales? Do they also cover that?
Great question, Anthony.
I believe that my dad's going to be covering basically the referral process and how you will be talking to these different clients. So that is going to be inside of the program. As far as an exact sales platform, we won't be covering that per se. We will cover some areas where that will help you, but we're going to be mainly focusing on building up your brand and also marketing your business.
Yeah. So is there a sales aspect? Yes, when you talk about sales, you're just basically referring to presenting and making an offer for what you have to the community, to the world. So what we're doing is giving you an infrastructure and a system where you can put yourself in the public light in such a way that's attractive to people. All right. So, it's so when we talk about sales, you don't necessarily have to be a sales person. All right. But you have to have a correct system of generating clientele and reaching people. So we're going to give you an infrastructure and a model in which you can do so, but don't think that you have to be a salesperson to be successful in this area, but you do have to have a right system. So that goes into what the marketing aspect in which my son talked about, and how we can utilize that. And then how to correctly communicate with people when they come and contact you and inquire. So I'll give you some training in those areas, but don't think that you have to be a salesperson to be successful and promoting your health and wellness, consulting practice. Don't think you have to be a salesperson, but you just have to know how to have the right system and how to communicate effectively to those who will inquire.
Absolutely. So to piggyback off of what he said, we are building you a system. We're showing you how to build a system that is effective. And we're not showing you how to go and reach people who are not interested in a program you have to offer. We're showing you how to put yourself in a position to find people, or put yourself in a position to access people who are already looking for something, or some people who are interested in the program that you have to offer. So we're going to show you how to brand and market yourself in a way that not only looks good, but is also effective.
Mm-hmm. So what does this tell you? That over 360, what does this tell us? When over $360 billion is being spent where people are looking to get their health back together naturally. So there are people out here who are searching, and here's the problem. There are the avenues that they are connecting with are individuals who are offering this transitional meditation where it's healing arts that are not really helping them to become whole the way we know they need to be made whole. Okay, there are some good programs out there, but what I'm saying to you is that they're finding all kind of things that are out there that's in the psychic world, that's in you're your own God and all these various things. And not only that, there are individuals who are finding a great degree of discouragement because they don't know how to maneuver through this whole natural health and wellness system. They hear about, I can take this, or I can take that. And sometimes when those things don't work, they become disheartened. So what we're able to do is offer them a complete system that is effective, that is doable, that is in a model which they can comprehend and understand and digest and assimilate. So we want to be able to give people the right information in regards to the true science of health and the true science of healing. All right. So it's imperative that we get out there in the community. And when I say, listen to me, we need to get out in the community. We need to get out there in the world. And for those of you who are listening, we need to put together a model where we're not just talking to ourselves, that we're talking to people who are out there in the world. And that's what we want to be able to teach you how to do.
I have a question from Moto G. Said, does each module build on each other? Can they be taken independent of each other? What if you're only interested in one particular module?
if you're only interested in one particular model, kindly, this is not the type of students that we're looking for. We have this whole program is designed to build a complete system of education, to be able to train people to go out and do this type of work. So it's not cut into pieces, unfortunately, at this time. But one would have to enroll in the entire program, because our mission is to train individuals completely in how to do this work. Hope I answered that question well enough for you. All right. I think we covered it.
I have one other question. Besides the online course schedule, will there also be a hands-on, say, when you actually be working with individuals that have health issues, where you also have a phase of it where you may be able to have a hands-on type of portion of it that you would actually be working, working with individuals and helping them as far as the physical portion of it, because a lot of it, there's the portion where you be working, where you would have the question answer period, where you're actually gaining information from them, but also working with them on a physical level, where you're actually being with someone who actually is dealing with a particular, maybe they might have one or two health problems, but also would they also be implemented also as a part of course curriculum?
Well, as far as this course curriculum, it's not, of course, it's an online base. It's not a designed where you can do physical hands-on, because it's online based. Okay, so will we give you instructions of how to care? And here's what, for those who are listening, what we're most concerned for is creating a program where we can reach more of the masses. Okay, so if one-on-one is your primary objective, that's doable. We expect you to be able to have enough information to know how to work with individuals personally and intimately. But at the same time, there's a great crisis. How can we implement a system of self-care where we can reach more individuals? Okay, so predominantly we are seeking to train individuals to provide a system of creating personalized programs to aid them in getting well through self-care. And what we mean by self-care is empowering people to be able to care for themselves and not be cared for. All right. There are individuals who need hands-on personal care, but there's also individuals who need education and being taught how to get well in the area of what we call self-care. So, and that's what I predominantly do. Have I done the hands-on? Yes. And I have no problem with that. It needs to be done. There needs to be more facilities that offer that. But predominantly, to answer your question, this model is designed to help and aid individuals, to teach individuals how to care for themselves, how to use various types of therapies, whether it's supplemental therapy, whether it's herbal therapy, whether it's diet therapy, whether it's juice therapy, whether it's exercise therapy, or whether it's remedial agencies like massage, hydrotherapy, poultices, and all of those. We're going to teach you how to utilize all of those models I just mentioned for a variety of different diseases according to the various systems. Now you can take that information and then apply that either from a consulting, doing telehealth, talking using Zoom, etc., or on the telephone, or if you choose to physically come in contact with people and actually, provide them physical care, yes. Now, I'll close with this. We're creating a model where those students will be a part of a society. So what we're going to be offering is continual education for all of our students. We don't want you to just take this course and just, that's it. We do have a facility. We do have a building and structure where people can come and have training. But at this time, during COVID, we won't be offering any physical hands-on training. Once this passes, then we'll look at some options of what we'll be able to do. So what we'll do, we'll close things up at this time. And if if there is a need for us to come together again and answer more questions, we'll be gladly willing and make ourselves available to do so.
All right. Can you
One more
please-
question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Just one more quick question. Will there be a helpline? Because after training, I don't know if you'll have any hard copy resources that we can get to refer back to. I'm sure there'll be a lot of information downloaded, but to retain that, I just always like to refer back to something hard copy, or if we have a question after training and we're dealing with an issue or somebody or even ourselves, will there be a helpline or somewhere we can, somebody we can contact?
And for what specific, what are you saying specifically?
Just in general, after training, do you have some manuals that everything will be covering, or will we have
When you
ebooks,
take this
or will
course,
we have?
you're going to have everything that you need within the course. So as far as
Okay.
handouts, as far as material, all of that is going to be provided for you. So it's going to be
Okay.
provided for you in a physical, like copy downloadable document. It's going to
Right.
be provided for you as far as video, meaning instructor and lecture, and from video lectures. And there's also going to be educational videos that you're going to watch. So it's going to be a wealth of information that is going to be available to you. To manage that, we're going to be able to, through your system, there'll be a chat or email where you'll be able to communicate with us. So if there is a technical question,
Oh, great.
yeah, you'll be able to forward that information to the technical team. If there is a question regarding, the academic or as far as an area of just the curriculum and practice, then you will contact us via specifically in that area, and one of the instructors will respond to you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, hope I answered you.
To also mention the quizzes too. There are going to be some quizzes to help you retain the information as well.
Yeah. And, in light of what you said, and that's where the continual education is going to be a part of the ongoing. So when you finish, there will be required continual education. And any professional field requires continual education. So doctors do not just get their degree and pass their boards and that's it. They're constantly taking continual education, I have a license in physical therapy. I have to renew it every 2 years. I have to take so many continual education every year in order to maintain my license. And that is to maintain, your knowledge and your skill set. So we're building that same kind of system. All right. So not everything in the world is worldly in the sense that it's degrading and it's immoral. There are some systems that are set up that we need to kind of utilize, be able to help us to stay sharp and we want to be, we want to be very efficient in our field. So we can really help individuals. In doing so, we have to have a system built in where we can continue to learn and grow. All right. Most of us graduate, finish school, and that's it. You got to have something that kind of pushes you, that kind of, built in where it continues to sharpen your skills and to help you be very effective in this particular field. We want you to be really good at what you do. Most of the individuals that call me are not because I spent $10,000 in an ad. They're calling me because I helped somebody, and they told somebody, and they told somebody, and so on and so on and so on. Most of the people that contact my office, that email me, are through some type of referral. So when you understand how to do this work effectively, you will have no problem having people come your way seeking your aid. But we want to be able to make it where you can be the best that you can be. All right.
Great, I'm excited.
Glad.
It's such a different, new, unique infrastructure. I've gone to many, as Pastor Howard says, you go to these medical missionary training classes, you come away, you're able to do some things at home or maybe a friend, but it doesn't, there's a block. There's nothing that goes any further where you can really reach out and do the things that I'm hearing this infrastructure is enabling us to do. And I appreciate it. I praise God for it. And I think it's such a timely manner, the days that we're living in and that's coming ahead.
Great testimony. Great testimony. It's the path of the just. Yeah. All right, I think that covers. And I like to say hello to my other mother, Mother Howard.
All right.
There's one last question. How will you do with latecomers?
Great question. So here's let me just make this appeal right here. So we're putting a lot into this, as you see. So we're not cutting any corners. I said to Pastor Howard that we're putting together a top-notch, education or model and system. So we need you to ensure that we have a sufficient amount of students. Okay. As you very well know, we have made this program as affordable as possible, okay? But we still need to meet more numbers. But with that said, the way the system is designed, if someone were to come in late, they'll just start at the beginning. What's going to happen with you all, you'll be able to get many of these sessions live, all right? For those who miss the program, they'll be watching a pre-recorded class, okay? But even with the pre-recorded class, they're still able to communicate and chat and ask questions, and we'll be able to, receive those questions and answer them. So if they come in late, they'll have to start with the classes that at the very beginning, just like everyone else. They have to go step by step through the classes as listed, as you see here. They have to go through all of the classes, just like anyone else. But many of those classes that they're going to view are going to be pre-recorded lectures. Okay? So it doesn't matter if they're late or not. Okay? So we still, for those of you who have signed up and are interested in signing up, we're still trying to meet our number of between 15 and 20 students starting and initiating this course. So we need you to, we have not met that goal as yet. We are starting with this particular group here and others. And over time, we're going to expand out into other fields. But this is something that my son and I had already planned on creating. But because of a really good friend of mine he kind of nudged me. So we have jump started ahead of schedule for you and for for him. And when my friend Kevin Howard asked, I'm gonna do all I can, to meet his demand, because he's a good brother. He works hard for his family, hard for the Lord, and it's on his heart to be able to provide this for those of you who are watching, those of you who are listening. And so we jumpstart this specifically per request. So we want to be able to meet that need, to make sure that we have a system that is sustainable. And I want to be able to bring in quality people, but I don't want to be, can you do a freebie for me? I want to compensate them for their time and for their sacrifice. So we want to be able to make sure we have sufficient amount of students, and we have a affordable price point, but a sustainable price point that we can continue to provide this service. So we need you to get on your phone, call people, and encourage them to take advantage. You do not want to miss out on this, okay? There are going to be those who are going to regret that they didn't enroll in this class. They're going to regret it. Opportunity comes their way, they think, and they hum and ha. And you know what? If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. And most of us are doing the same thing. And it's like being on a treadmill. You're running, but you're not getting anywhere. So if you want to actuate real change, you have to do something different. And it has to be a model that's going to aid you to actually do something different. I've taken courses in the past, I've received, and I've been there exactly where you are. But how to transition and make it really doable, I have not seen a model that provides that for individuals. So, we put thought into this. And not only did we put thought in it, it's based on real experience, my personal experience, okay? A personal experience. So I want to be able to offer something that I didn't necessarily get. What we've created is what I had to figure out. A lot of research, a lot of time, how to do this effectively. So that was years and that was hours. And you're getting it. You're getting it without having to go through all of what I had to go through to build what God has given me the ability to build and create. You don't have to go through all that guesswork. It's all built into the system. So we want you to encourage individuals to take advantage of this powerful class that's going to be transforming. Now, for those of you who are listening, there'll be a lot of students that are going to be signed up, but not everyone. To be honest with you, not everyone may not meet where we can have a working relationship with. I'll be honest with you. And what I mean by that is there are some that just may not be that type of fit, So we want to make sure that we put you in a position where we can all have a relationship and be effective workers. All right. So, and what I mean by that, there are some who may not desire to really, effectively work, So we want to make sure that, that you are committed and sincere about, working in this arena, because we just to be honest, we don't want to just pour into individuals and, you get no return from it. So we want to really just make sure that we vet the people through this entire process, that as we pour into them, it can really produce fruit, that it will have an increase, that it's going to be impactful in the world, because there is a great need. So I'm going to ask if Anthony Corns II, would you just drop that link? Some of you may have the old link. We have a new link. So let's share that new link for our viewers, our listeners, so they can have that. So if you can put that in the chat for those who are watching and those who are listening. And
Yep, give me a second.
okay, now let me just, for those who are with us right now, will you mind letting me know if I know some of you, at least several of you I've seen have already enrolled. Are there any of you who are with us now who plan on enrolling? We're just trying to get somewhat of a head count to kind of look at what our numbers are. Are there any of you here that are planning to enroll? If so, please let us know.
Just drop a yes in the chat if you are.
All right, great.
What? That don't make sense.
Babe, yes, I signed up.
Great.
And I think I've already paid the first installment.
Awesome. Awesome.
Of course it's that. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Great. All right.
Is tonight being recorded that we can show others?
Go hear that question for those who are recording.
I was asking, is tonight's meeting?
I can barely hear whoever's talking.
Her question is tonight's meeting being recorded so they can share it with individuals?
Yes, it is being recorded. It is on YouTube right now. So you'll be able to go back and access it later to be able to share with other individuals.
So he has added the link, and you can also share that link. You can copy that link, share that link, email that link, text that link.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I know Elder Howard's had a long day. We'll let this man of God get to his wife and to his family, have that quality time.
All right, brother. Are you able to say a word of prayer for us as we end?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Let's bow our heads. Let's close our eyes. Our Father in heaven, it is an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity, to utilize what we have come to know as the right arm of the gospel to reach those who are in need, not only of physical health and healing, but in spiritual and emotional health and healing as well. We are also honored that you have taken this message and allow it to be packaged in such a way that's attractive, not only to the church, but to the world. We want to be able to present you in a lofty and a very attractive way. We appreciate that you have designed an educational model that is effective in meeting the needs of the student and preparing them to do a work that is modeled after the master teacher, the great physician, Jesus Christ. As we close, I pray that you will allow our dreams to be lofty for Jesus, that our dreams and our rest may be sweet and precious in your sight. And we also ask, Lord, that you will keep us and protect us while we await your soon advent. And when you come again, we ask that you will save us and our families. In your everlasting kingdom, I pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Thank you, doctor. And like I said, we will look forward to starting very soon. And we will see those of you who join us every Sunday morning for our Back to Basics study with Pastor Arian Chapman. We look forward to seeing you then. May God be with you all. Have a wonderful week.
Have a good night.